Howdy there, ladies and gentlemen. This is White Lightning. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Great to be with you again today after another fairly long break on my part. I apologize for that, but glad to be with you again. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and comment. Let me know what you think and if you have any ideas for what we should do with the series. As you can see behind me, there's something wrong with the moon. That's no moon, I say. Actually, it is the moon. It is with part of the Space Engineers anniversary update and everything. Check out the other video that I made on the channel about that. Actually, if you want to go look at some of the more recent updates to the decorative blocks and things like that. But as part of that update, or a related update, Keen Software House has made the moon a blood moon in honor of Halloween and spooky season. So happy Halloween to everybody. And yeah, there's that nice blood moon. We might have to fly over there sooner rather than later, just to see what it's like. Like when we fly over there, does it still look like a really red blood moon, or when we get closer, does it turn back to the normal moon look? I don't know. I really like it though, and I think it might be worth keeping because that looks super cool. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show you guys around what I've done here with the base. I know I talked last time like I was going to put some crew quarters in. Didn't get around to that. Partly because of the decorative update, which actually seems like it's broken a couple of things. A couple of the mods I've been using, like the daily needs seems to be acting up, plus this passageway block that I've been using, or this passageway mod with these modded passages, doesn't seem to be working properly, and I've actually been falling through the floors here. So I've put these half blocks underneath to kind of prop me up a little bit, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully they get that fixed soon, mod author and whatever gets that reconciled. But let's go back this way for just a second. I can probably take that airlock out. I don't want it to be an actual airlock. I've taken out our what was the little dining area. I've taken that out and turned it into just a generic rec room type thing. Got a couple of couches. This will end up being a TV. Got a planter there. Got a nice. This is the nice new window that you can get with the decorative update number 2, and which I really love and really like. And so we are going to be using that all over the place. High voltage. I'm wondering, did I accidentally put these on the wrong side? I may have, but I prefer them to be flush on the outside, actually, and I kind of like this textured bit on the inside. I just heard a sound. Was that just my footstep, or was that a cannon going off or something like that? I have been peppering turrets down here all like crazy because you guys have said, be careful with the modular encounters. Oh, and this is the new jukebox. I haven't gotten it installed or gotten it working. Well, haven't gotten any music loaded or anything like that, but this is the new jukebox that you can use in game, so I figured that should go in the rec room here, and this is where people sit. You know, I don't know, it looks very lovely, I think. And then if we come back here to this area, this is the medical bay, which I've actually expanded even more and now put in the medical, I think this is technically the block called the medical bay, plus some lab equipment here. So this is what our medical bay looks like now. Might fill in that corner with something at some point, who knows. But yeah, things are looking good there. And then, ooh, let's show you guys what I'm really excited about. That's another sensor that opens those two doors automatically for me. And I've made here this kind of a big airlock area. A couple of lights here. Got the suit, the armories, the spacesuits and stuff that I think look pretty cool. I like them when they're white too. And I did like a battered white with the armor skin battered white, and so yeah, like I say, I think that looks super good, kind of nice. These lockers that you can access and store stuff in. Another window that we can look out and see our giant turret that I need to actually get built up so it doesn't look like a strange little thing. I don't know. And then if we come out here, this is the airlock, and this is going to end up being the catwalk out to some landing pads and stuff. And I've got another build and repair system down there, so we can start going nuts with those. But all in all, not bad progress. Also, I put heavy armor down around the medical bay. A lot of you guys were talking about, like, oh, you really need to stop putting delicate equipment in those little tiny rooms. And yeah, you're right. And so I heavy armored that up a little bit. But I'm kind of liking how this side of the base is taking shape. Obviously, it's not done yet. We still need to close this end off, expand it a little bit, and then I'm planning on putting a tower in on this end of this structure here, kind of where I'm pointing right now. Put a tower in that acts as like a flight control tower, put some turrets on it, nice staircases, things like that. And then this room here that I've used a modded door to get into, which I think works rather well. This room here is going to be our dining hall, which I think will look pretty good and work pretty well. So today that's what I'm going to mostly be focused on, is getting the dining hall up and going, and then we'll start worrying about crew quarter, or closing this module off, getting a staircase up to a potential tower, and maybe some crew quarters over on that side as well. We'll see what happens, although I've already wasted like 6 minutes of my recording time talking to you guys, but I like talking to you guys. So, oh, and speaking of which, I am almost out of energy, so real quick, let's go ahead and plug in. I've been wondering about getting the game, yeah, suit energy critically low, I know. Oh, one other mod that may be broken-ish is the daily needs mod. I've not been having a ton of luck manufacturing new food, so that may be fixed. I'm going to leave the mod in-game in the meantime because I kind of want to use some of the food processors, recyclers, all that stuff. Like, I want to use those on the base to give us more things to have on our base. But if things are breaking, I might just cheat myself, spawn myself food and water to keep myself alive as needed. But okay, so this is going to be our dining hall. Let's come here to our toolbar, and I want to get mostly the desks is what we're going to use, I think. Do I want a jukebox in here? Probably not right at this moment. Mostly the desks, I think, is what we're going to use for the dining hall tables. And how do we want to arrange those? We could put them, yeah, so I've given myself plenty of space here, which I like. We could end up with, decisions. If I put that down, can I walk around this way? I can. Okay, great. So basically I just want some rows of tables that function as dining hall tables. Makes sense, right? This is where people can come and eat. That nice row there. Okay, so imagine this for a second. The door is shut, we come in the door, and we see this table here, and we can go either right or left around it. I think that works. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a sense for the space, the chi of the room, right? Because that's important, I guess. And I'm out of interior plate. Let's run to our cargo container in the medical bay and grab some more interior plates. I am starting to run low on some of my more critical components, like interior plates. I apparently don't have any of those. Go back to assembler 1. Interior. I ran out of construction components, which is weird. I've never really had that happen before. I'm thinking it might be time for us to go check out another one of those Mayday signals sooner rather than later. Let's get rid of these motors and stuff. I'll keep the construction components because those are kind of handy to have sometimes. And there we go. That's all of our interior plates that we can handle for now. Okay, coming back, bringing it back. And actually, you know what? I want these tables to be white. I think that makes a degree of sense, right? For our dining room tables to be white, cafeteria tables. And the look and the feel that I'm kind of going for with this room is, I don't know how many of you watched Star Trek Enterprise. It's my favorite Star Trek by far, which a lot of people disagree with and think is kind of weird. But I really liked Star Trek Enterprise. Honestly, one of my biggest issues getting into Star Trek was how old and corny some of the old ones were. And you know what? We're gonna make these battered, actually. Battered and fried, right? Talking about a dining hall here. No, I just think the battered white look looks pretty good for some of these things that people are going to be using it a lot. Like the dining room table gives us a little bit more of a grungy space look, like Star Wars or something, which I'm a fan of. Did I accidentally make those? No. Okay, so they're still white. They're just a battered white. Perfect. Almost makes them look gray, but I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah. My biggest issue, and you're all going to be like, oh, you're not a true Star Trek fan. Yeah, probably not. But my biggest issue with getting into the original Star Trek series was I just had a hard time with how corny everything was. Let's get our kitchen survival kit. No. Yeah, we just want the kitchen here. What was how like corny like all the graphics were and things like that. I just had a hard time dealing with that. And then I'm thinking making a kind of a chow line. Although, does that work? We'd still be able to get behind these chairs, but that feels a little bit cramped. Let's go out one more with our interior blocks here and have you be clean armor, because I want my floors to be clean armor. I might end up repainting these at some point, but for now, this will be fine. Yeah, and so like that's why I really liked Enterprise, because it started to use things like CGI and stuff like that, and I didn't have a problem with Enterprise. I thought it was well done. Oh, also another update is the slopes and the half blocks and stuff have now moved. They're all together. All these, the light armor slope tip is now with the half light armor block in the corner and stuff like that. Those are all on the same. Those are all in the same key in your G menu. So be aware of that. If you were wondering where the heck they went, like I was for the first 20 seconds before I figured it out, that's where. And we make this and this. Yeah, so being able to see some little more modern take on Star Trek, some CGI, that kind of stuff, I really enjoyed. Again, call me not a true fan, and really, I'm truly not a true fan. Star Trek isn't my first calling or my greatest calling or anything like that. I'm wondering if I should extend these tables out one more, because right now they look kind of truncated. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's go with our white again and our battered white. Again, battered and fried. Like this, and then we can still get around the side. Nope. Oh, not really. Never mind. Bad idea. Bad idea, Lightning. Go ahead and take those apart, build and repair, we'll snag those. Okay. So we've got the 2 rows of tables there. Next, let's get our kitchen, because again, I want to do kind of the chow line type thing. And that can start running here, I guess. Kind of a cafeteria type look here, where we have people cooking back here, they hand food over. Again, that's how it worked in Enterprise, and they didn't have. That's part of what I liked about the Star Trek Enterprise too, is that it seemed like it was really trying to be and did a really effective job at being a bridge between, well, honestly, I felt like it felt like a bridge between the far future Star Trek that everybody knew before that, and a more, oh gosh, what am I trying to say here? And more of just like our modern day, like what things are right now. Like the uniforms on the starship looked a lot like, and I think I read something like they intentionally made them look like the submarine officer uniforms that the military uses currently, and just things like that I really appreciated, and appreciated how it just seemed a little more relatable to me, not having grown up loving Star Trek. Just seemed more of my jam. Again, if I've offended any of you, my apologies, but I just kind of like Star Trek Enterprise, and I didn't mind. I quite frankly liked the new Chris Pine one, the first one, with the reimagined universe and stuff. The first one especially, not Wrath of Khan, Into Darkness was meh to me, and especially the. Yeah, we've got conveyors back there, and especially this last one that they came out with. What was it called? Beyond. See, I can't even remember it because I just didn't really care for Beyond, but that's my personal taste. Okay, we need. Where's my daily needs stuff? Okay, so we've got water recycler, hydroponics, stuff like that. I want an emergency rations dispenser in here, and I want a food protein resequencer in here. And I think it makes sense for us to put those things in the kitchen here. And we will go ahead and make those white again. We've got the nice, yeah, food protein resequencer. We can just drop you. Not a window over there, is there? Nope. We can just drop you to right here, and then we'll get our emergency rations. Oh, we can't actually put down the emergency rations. Okay. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I was expecting to be able to do that, but that's okay. Okay, so yeah, we'll have the kitchen here. We've got the food and stuff behind. That'll be nice. Ooh, one thing I was almost forgetting to do is we need a vending machine in here, because the vending machine is a new block that we can use too. So I'll have to find a place to put the vending machine. Okay, so we've got some food back here. I'm okay leaving this cargo, this cargo access point open. I will go ahead and paint these other 2 conveyor bits pink, because I turns out don't need them. What's it back here? I was wondering, I've had on my Steam wishlist for a while Endless Space 2, and I was wondering if any of you have ever played that game, because I'm kind of interested in picking it up and was wondering what all y'all thought of it. So if you've played Endless Space 2 and want to tell me to either buy the game or not buy the game, please sound off in the comments. Like I say, it's on sale right now, and I'm seriously too much of a sucker for a Steam sale. Honestly, like, it comes up for sale, and even though I have a half dozen games in my library that I haven't played still because I just haven't had the time, like all the Total War games that I have right now, just haven't got around to playing. That's actually not going to work, is it? We need to go out one more this way. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I played the first one, was actually my very first Steam game. It was kind of back in like 2012 or something. And it was funny how it happened. I was home visiting and living with my parents for the holidays. Did I just put this in backwards or something? No, but you know what I could do? I could actually flip this. Sorry. Yeah, I was home visiting my parents for the holiday, my freshman year of college, and just got super bored. Like, super bored. I'd been used to being at college, being super busy, being with a bunch of friends all the time, and things like that, and, like, my parents are super low-key, and it was just kind of a major shock to me to be like, oh, yeah, I don't actually have an exciting parents or an exciting life or anything like that. Yeah, I'm thinking lockers here. If I can find where I put my lockers on my hot bar. Looks like I'm not going to be able to, so lockers, here you go. And I was just browsing, and I had not, like, I'd heard of online games you could just download and stuff, Steam games and so forth, but I didn't, like, I just didn't know anything about it, right? And so I just basically Googled, like, sci-fi 4X game I can play right now, and came up with Endless Space, and that was, like I say, my first Steam game that I just downloaded it right there, and it went super great. So it has a warm spot, a soft place, special place in my heart. Okay, we're gonna want to grab our lighted passage again, lighted enclosed passage, and turn you onto the silver. And we want our window here, and this will be the last windowed bit. Although we could put a window here as well. But no, I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll just put in, for now, just the regular lighted enclosed half passage. Right here. And we'll do the same thing here. Here. Those may end up moving or being ground down or something like that. Yeah, watch this. Oh, it actually didn't do it. It's actually letting me walk right here. Oh, there we go. See, it was closed, should have been able to walk on it. Was not, in fact, able to walk on it. So we'll have to go through and put some blocks underneath that. Okay. Starting to look not awful over here. Need to grind down this corner block here. Yeah, we're making a kitchen, guys. How cool does this look? I'm so glad for these new deco blocks in Space Engineers. I think they are really swell. And that's silver, and it's not supposed to be. It's just supposed to be clean. There we go. I think they are moving in the right direction with the decorations. Okay, and this will end up being, like I say, the closing edge, the closing side of this portion, anyway, of the little module we've got going here. Plop you down, and you are supposed to be this part, following our ribbed pattern, which I have remained consistent on, and pretty proud of that. Pretty satisfied with how it's looking too. Like, doesn't that look kind of interesting? And it's like multi-leveled, multi-tiered. We'll paint it, and it'll have like a bit over on this end to make it even more interesting. I think it's kind of great, honestly. We could be a lot worse. Oh, and my suit energy is critically low. Yeah, I'm not gonna die, game. Yeah. Just trying to get to the solid bit of these quarters. Here. Wow, you fill up energy so fast from the medical room. After so long trying to get energy from the survival kit, it's just so much faster getting it from the medical room. Okay, so we've got a little mess hall, guys. Let's grab... Let's see, what was I wanting? We want our... jukebox. No, not our jukebox. Let's see, what's it called? The vending machine. Yeah. Give me a vending machine in here. And where should you go, vending machine? I'm almost inclined to just put it over here in front of one of the windows or something. That'll be fine, right? That would be fine. Alternatively, there's a corner there. Oh, hello. This awkward gap there. Let's put that down. Wait for... There we go. Searching for available offers. Wait, was it the vending machine that I was actually looking for? Deco Blocks 2. Dispenser, that's what I want. I don't want a vending machine, I want a dispenser. The vending machine is tied to the economy update and the stores and things like that. And I'm going to make you dark gray. Actually, you know what? Let's make you a nice red color, and we'll pretend that it's like a... Well, first I've got to paint this other one pink. But then we'll make our new dispenser a nice red color, and we'll pretend it's like a Coke machine or something like that. Although I am a Pepsi man, and I'm not being paid to advertise for Coke or Pepsi either. And I think this is how they go. Yeah, so we've got the nice little chow line where we run along and get our hamburger here, and our fries here, and our ice cream and whatever here. Nice. That'll work. Okay, and we've got this vending machine. Clang Cola. And that's like all the interaction I can have with you, right? Oh, I can change to Cosmic Coffee. Cool. Yeah, isn't that kind of fun? We've got a little vending machine, a little coffee machine in our mess hall now. And this is where the cooks get around. This is where the the fridge or something, the fridge locker, meat locker, that kind of thing. And we've got our fruit, and we've got our egg, meat. I don't know what being cut there, but yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, and Star Trek Enterprise didn't have like the magic food dispenser things that the subsequent like Next Generation had and stuff like that, and I just kind of appreciate that kind of thing. I appreciate a simple. I like the sci-fi series where I can see how natural it would be, and it seems natural to me that the world would progress in that manner. I just really appreciate that and really like that. Okay, so let's see if that will end up being enough lights. If not, we can put some down on the floor, perhaps? Yeah, give me a... Oh, and there's not a ton of light back here. I can put one light right there. Yeah, that'll work great. Okay, perfect. And we come to our control panel and find the interior lights that we just placed. Interior light... which are you? Just need to group everything. This is interior light 9. Okay. Interior light 9, 10, and 11, I'm assuming, are going to be the ones. So we will name these kitchen lights. Save those. And then I'm actually going to drop down here and come to... let's say this control panel here. Get it? There we go. Let's find our kitchen lights. We want the radius up to about that. Looks about right. And the intensity... Let's have you be about yay intense. And then let's give you just the slightest bit of a yellow cast instead of just being plain white. There we go. We can walk around here. You can see everything. I can put an LCD up here or something that says today's menu, hamburgers, that kind of stuff. If you guys have menu items that you'd like to see, let me know, and I can put it up there on an LCD, maybe with some of the new clear LCDs or something like that. But there we go, guys. We've got a kitchen, and it should be pressurized, or it will be when I actually turn this vent on. Actually, I'm going to come in here and turn the vent off because I don't want to be pressurizing and depressurizing as I am still in the construction stages here. But yeah, let me know what you think. Obviously needs a splash of color, but I'll be painting the roof, and so I'll wait and see what that ends up doing to things. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I should put up on the menu LCDs. And yeah, keep me in the know, guys, and have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching.